Have you ever experienced you meet somebody after 10, 20 years and you remember what they did? We remember what they did. And because we remember, it means we have not deleted that file from the CD. And why is it that we remember? And sometimes people say, how is it that you remember only the wrong things? Why don't you remember the good things that I've done for you? Does that happen? Yes? How is it that we remember only the painful things and not the good things that people do for us? Why would that happen? Because always the good things outweighs the wrong things. But we still remember the... Why? Because we replay it over and over again. Because when they did that thing which I called as wrong, I was wounded that day. Let's say sisters give me a bouquet, sisters give me a gift, sisters give me very good food to eat, sisters take so much care of me. Okay, perfect. And then one comes and hits me here. 100 good things and one hits me here. But it creates a wound. It creates a wound there. And when she hits me here, instead of healing it, I say, she hurt me. And when I say she hurt me, I believe that she is the one who has to heal me. So I let the wound remain there. And every few days, when I meet someone and I sit there and I say, do you know what she did? And they will also do the same with me. Oh, she did this, poor you, she hurt you. And every time the wound is going to go and deeper and deeper and deeper. I am not remembering the good things they did. Why? Because they never created any pain for me. We will always remember pain. Always think about your life. Wonderful things have happened. But somewhere you would have hit yourself. You'll never forget that. Even today there'll be a mark. Oh, you know what? When I was in kindergarten, I fell down here. That mark is there. So it's those wounds, those pains we remember. Good things are all forgotten. What I should have done that day is, when she hit me, one, I should have healed myself immediately. Had I healed myself, I will never remember the pain. There are a lot of wounds which we don't remember. You know why? Because there's no mark left. The wounds of which no mark is left, we don't remember. But the wounds of which the mark is left, we remember. Same with emotional. So had I healed myself that day, how should I healed myself when someone says something to me which is not right? Janardhan Bhai is now going to say in front of everybody, this sister only talks big, you come outside and you see who she is and then you will come to know. He can say that, why not? Why not? And now I get hurt. How could he say this to me? And then my mind starts saying, if he had to say it, at least he should have come and said it to me separately. He said it to me in front of so many people. And my mind starts crying and crying and crying. And while I'm crying, I'm blaming the other person for my pain. How should I heal myself when he says that about me? What should I do? Hanji? My mind is going to talk. Hurt is a thought. Forgive is also a thought. Healing is also a thought. So my mind is saying, how could he say this about me? Now, what's the healing energy? What's the thought? I want the thought. I'm telling you my hurt thought. My hurt thought is, how could he say this about me in front of everybody? Who does he think he is? And then I can go on with very nasty things inside. I'm not going to say that now on stage. Yeah, we can think, oh, one day if we get to see our thoughts, so I can just go on and on. So what thought should I create so that my mind stops crying and starts shifting towards healing instead of rubbing the wound? What should I do? His behavior is what it is. It's happened. Situation has happened. My thoughts are creating the wound. What thought should I create so that I can shift from pain to healing? Forgive is what I have to do. What is the thought which will shift me towards forgiveness? He might have had, good one example, he might have had a bad day. What he did was his problem. I have to look at all my options, okay? You have to give me very good thoughts because I'm in pain. I'm in pain. Heal me. Huh? He must have had a bad day. And I say, so does that mean he can just walk up and say anything to me? So don't expect me to accept your suddenly one thought that he had a bad day and I will say, okay, no problem. You said what you did. Just because my mind is not that nice. And my mind will say, so he had a bad day, so which means it gives him the liberty to just walk up and say anything to me. No, I'm not taking that. Give me a better thought. Maybe I hurt him last time. Maybe I hurt him last time. Oh, so then my mind is going to say, if I hurt him last time, he should have come and spoken to me. Why did he have to say it in front of me? And that too on television also. Imagine. Any other reason? Healing? Hanji? Compassion. So what is my thought to feel compassionate? See, one thing we have to remember. Forgiveness, compassion, understanding. What are the meaning of these words? It's a thought I have to create, which will be compassion. It's a thought which will create forgiveness. So we have to be very clear what is the thought which will shift me towards compassion. So I'm higher than him. And that's going to take my ego a little. And I'm going to say, Janardhan Bhai has been older than me in Gyan and he's reached nowhere. I'm better than him. And I'm going to create another wound of ego over there while I'm in the process of healing myself. The bigger is my ego, the sooner I get hurt. So take care that your healing thought should not magnify your ego, because then the chances of getting hurt are going to be very, very high. It has to be a healing thought. Hanji? Bless him. Very good. So now let's create a thought to bless him. What will it be? Talk. Give him peace. So I should think that, do you know, my mind doesn't have time that time to think about all the good things that he has done. Put yourself in that position where someone says, or do you sit back and say, okay, now let me think of all the good things they have done for me? No. And the good things don't seem significant enough that time. We meet children who will hold things about their parents as simple as, on my birthday party in school that day, you shouted at me in front of all my friends. And you look at that child and say, out of 30 years, is that all you remember? Is that all you remember about your parent who's done? But they are not wrong. That wound is still hurting. They are not saying that you've not done anything. It's just that that wound was not healed. Neither I healed it, nor my parents healed it, nor anybody else healed it. So even after 30 years, I'm going to remember it. And more important, I'm going to remember it even after I change my costume. And that's why it's very, very important that when someone says or does something which is not my way, I should not allow it to become a wound. The healing has to be immediately before the wound starts getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And हिंदी में कहते हैं उसके बाद वो नासूर बन जाता है, मतलब वो ठीक नहीं होता, उसके बाद वो दर्द करता है. So what's the thought? You missing out. I already have given the answer in the beginning. It's about them. It's not about me. And that's why don't accept appreciation. Because if you don't accept, accept in the sense, not that don't accept. Accept means don't start believing it's about you. Understand that it's about their goodness, so that one day if they plan to shift, then it will be very easy for me that day to say it's about their pain today. Keeps me protected both times. But to be able to remember it, the day someone does not say something nice about me, I have to practice it when people are saying nice things about me. And spirituality means Ninda Stuti Ek Saman, which means stable in appreciation and defamation. So if somebody appreciates you, pendulum should not go this side. Because if the pendulum goes this side, then definitely the pendulum will go that side. But let the pendulum be here. And so when someone appreciates me, if the pendulum does not go this side, 100% when somebody criticizes me, the pendulum will not go that side. So the practice has to be done when things are all perfect. And when people are saying nice things about you, just say, thank you so much, it's all because you're a wonderful person. And then one day when they don't say nice things about you, you can just walk up to them and say, is everything okay? Are you in pain today? It is. Because when I can see only good things, it's because that day I am in a good mood. And when I can see only the other things, then that day it's about my mood. When I am in a good state of mind, I can see beauty even where there's all dirt. And when I am in a very low state of mind, I will see dirt even where there's all beauty. So it's all about me. So what people are saying about us is not about us. If someone doubts you, you could be the most sincere person. But if they doubt you, then what they're going to say is going to be very different. If someone has a sanskar of criticism, you could be the most nicest person. But what are they going to do about you? Criticize. If someone is jealous of you, you could be the best person. But what are they going to say about you? If someone is insecure, do you get to see insecurity around you sometimes? You know what we need to do in today's time? We should be able to see emotional illnesses around us. We should be able to see. Only then will I be able to be compassionate for them. I should be able to see, this person is insecure. That is why they are talking like this. And when I'm able to see that this person is insecure, that is why they are talking like this, I will not get hurt. What will I shift to? What will I shift to? I will shift to healing them. And that's why forgive means, look at the word. Forgive. Forgive. It's about giving, giving and giving. Giving what? Giving love to those who are in pain. Not getting bruised and hurt and adding more pain to their pain. If someone has to walk up right here and say something wrong about me, it's because they are in pain. So what's my role? First, protect myself. First, I have to protect myself, because if I absorb their pain, gone. Then it's a vicious cycle of hurt and wounds and pain and rejection. So first thing, protect yourself immediately when you are around somebody who is in pain. What kind of pain could they be in? They could be in pain of anger, pain of criticism, pain of jealousy, pain of insecurity, pain of any other emotional illness around us. Frustration, anything else? Pain of depression, pain of anxiety. So this is pain. So now this person here is in pain, and because they are in pain, You know, it's like when you're unwell. Even the best of food doesn't taste good. Does that happen? Yes? And it just doesn't taste good that day. And we'll say, ye kitna kadwa hai. This is so bitter. And everybody else is going to say, where is it bitter? So the other person will say, it's not about the food. It's because they are not well. So when we can see everything that happens in a physical illness, we also need to have the same compassion and the same understanding for an emotional illness. So if somebody is saying that I am bitter, it's not because I am bitter, it's because they are not well. But when I say they hurt me, what have I just done? The minute I say they hurt, because the first thought is very important. It's the first thought will take the journey in a different direction. So someone here suddenly starts saying something about me which is not right. My first thought is going to decide whether I go towards hurt or towards healing. If my first thought is they hurt me, gone. It's this side. If my first thought is they are in pain, it's this side. So the first thought is very important. You know, like in a physical illness, they'll say the first 15 minutes are very important. If you're able to take care of the person in those first 15 minutes, they are saved. Otherwise, it could be fatal. Same with emotional. So now, look at people around you. Family, friends, colleagues, anyone who's not behaving the way you think is right. What happened? Huh? No one looks ill around you? You're so fortunate. Keep checking, very subtle. Looking ill, being ill is not based on our behavior. Somebody could be very ill but have perfect behavior outside. They will have picture perfect behavior outside. And inside could be going through a lot of issues. And we have to be aware of that. And that we will be able to see either in their words or in their behavior or simply in the vibrations which we get from them. How many people are happy always? So when we understand that someone is going through something, it need not be permanent. It could be they're going through something just temporarily right now. And if they say or behave something to me, first thought, they are not talking about me. First thought. Because the minute I say, why did they do this to me? They are gone. I'm not even going to think about the fact that they are in pain, because now I am in pain. Why did they do this to me? No. This was nothing to do with me. It was all to do with them. I'm protected. And if I am protected, only then can I shift to taking care of the other person. And that's why the oxygen mask has to first be myself. Because unless I save myself, I cannot take care of anybody else. Else, I will also go down and they will also go down after that. So first oxygen mask, it's not about me. Mantra, please recite. It's not about, and it's also in the good things. I'm telling you, the mantra will not work in one direction. Anyone who accepts appreciation will definitely get hurt in deformation. It's guaranteed. It's guaranteed. So because most of the time, most of the people are nice to us, it's at that time we have to remind ourselves, beautiful soul, they're being so nice to us. Beautiful soul, they're talking so nicely about us. They are reflecting their sanskars, their beauty. It's not about me, it's about them. And so when the other thing happens, the mind will immediately pop up the same instruction because it's got used to that. And we'll have to do nothing that time. The mind will say, don't worry, it's not about you. It's about them. And immediately I will want to take care of them, because that's our sanskar. Caring is our sanskar. So when I say it's not about me, it's about them, one, my energy gets protected. Now what happens when my energy gets protected? My original sanskar of love and respect continues radiating to that soul. So here are two people. One says something which is not right. If the other person gets hurt, then what is they going to radiate to them? Hurt. And when I radiate hurt, love blocked. Respect blocked. So I radiate hurt and rejection. So when this person creates a thought, it's not about me, and they don't get hurt, they don't have to radiate love and respect. Love and respect is already flowing. And which means you don't have to forgive. You don't have to forgive. Forgive will only happen after we get hurt. If you don't create the hurt, there is nothing to forgive. You are already giving. And that's why when we start working on ourselves spiritually, and we empower ourselves, and we understand that what people are saying reflects their wounds, their vacuum, or their qualities, there will never be a time where you will have to forgive anyone. You will not have to forgive anybody. And when you don't have to forgive anybody, there is nothing to forget. So we made simple things complicated. First get hurt, then cry about it, then talk about it, and then finally after many years say, चल छोड़ो ना यार, I'll forgive. है ना? तो वो लंबा चल जाता है बहुत. And after many years I'll say, चलो, it's been long, now I'll forgive. Then my mind will say, okay, I forgive. But then I say, but I cannot forget. Why can I not forget? Because the wound went very deep. So it has to be that moment which is crucial. That moment which is crucial. And this is not about just nasty behaviors too. It could be any incident. Your spouse suddenly says something to you which you are like, how could they say this to me? Okay, what are they going through today? Immediately shift. What are they going through today which made them say this to me? Protection, love, respect, not a single wound here. And when no wound, no pain, and no pain, nothing to forgive, love radiates. And when we start doing this, the first person who's always happy is me, but more important, I become a radiator of love and respect to people. Because we all like that. If there's one thing which every soul wants, it is love. We want love. But everybody cannot say, I want love. Somebody who has to be there who says, I'm always giving love. And anyone who is never getting hurt is always giving love. So you have to do nothing to give love to people. You only have to not get hurt. There is nothing we have to do to give love. Just don't get hurt. Don't take things personally. Don't we say to people, don't take it so personally. So what does it mean, don't take it so personally? Why do we say to people, don't take it so personally? What does it mean? Which means it's not about you. So don't take it so personally, which means it's not about you. We all know everything. We know everything, but we know it when we have to say it to other people. Don't take it so personally. Have we ever said that to ourselves? Don't take it so personally. It's not about you.